Welcome to the Love and Live Show.
I'm Queen Lenore.
And I'm absolutely 𝒮𝑇𝑗, and we are here today with relationship advice. 3, 2, 1. Relationship advice. Are you going to finish the
The Love and Live Show. The truth and tell you how you feel.
Welcome to the Love and Live Show. I'm Queen Lenore.
And I'm 𝒮𝑇𝑗.
And we are here with relationship advice by your side.
What's going on? Whoa.
I'm just
Hey, what's going on?
We're done.
Well, what's the problem?
How many takes are we going to take on this thing before you get this right? Like, how many do you need to get this right?
God. I think you're acting up.
No, I think you're acting up.
I think it's just absolutely a problem.
I do. I think you have that issue.
All right. It's relationship advice. Featuring Queen Lenore and her nephew, 𝒮𝑇𝑗.
There you go. Relationship advice is by your side. So, this is a relationship advice.
Yes, it is.
About how do you know that you have the right man or woman for you to go to the next level to be married.
Yeah. How do you know you have the one?
If you're in the middle of dating and before you, this is kind of going to be hard if you're already dating the person.
Yeah.
Like you're already in a relationship.
Yeah, because you got that tunnel vision.
So, yeah, but if you can, before you get into a relationship, to write a list of what you want in a man or in a woman that you really need that will help you grow.
Yeah.
And then you can do, and once you get that down, that's what you look at all the time. You need
the essentials. You need the foundation.
Yes. And then also, if you're already in a relationship, you need to communicate the things that you want.
What do you want? What do you need?
The things that you need. Because understand, when you're dating somebody and when you're married, it is two different levels. And I don't think people talk about the levels of much. They just think, oh, once you you've been dating this long, you get into marriage, it's going to be just as easy. No.
Yeah, no, it's not easy. It isn't.
It isn't.
I mean, that's why you see so many divorces, because it really is not easy.
No, it ain't.
It's difficult. It really is. And I haven't been
people.
married, but I know it's quite difficult. Better not have. What do you mean?
I mean, you just 18.
I mean, I would already be married if we were talking about like a good bit of years back. You know,
you got a bib around your neck and still with a pacifier. You can't be getting married.
Just got the turtleneck on. That's no bib.
No, it's a bib.
I mean, but like even going back on the subject, when do you know that you found the one? Well, I'm gonna just say this: Queen Lenore, when she seen me, she already knew I was the favorite nephew. So but in all seriousness, like she said, really you do need to get that list. Make a list and check it twice. Like Santa Claus on Christmas. Anyway, make the list, check it twice, get into it. Because really, what you need to understand is what you want. And then after that, you can think about compromises.
No. You write down your list of what you want. And they have to match up everything in it. So don't be all over-exaggerating on your list. Don't be all this. A lot of people think, I need him to be fine. I need her to be, she got to have an hourglass figure. I need it. No. Yeah. Basically, you need to know what's connecting you. So this is really for you to think about yourself and understand who you are. Because the problem is, y'all be thinking you want what Joe has and all that, but you can't handle the women that Joe has. It works good for Joe because Joe knew what he wanted and he was all right with it. But you ain't that person. You up there with Cindy talking about, oh, Cindy got that man. I want a man like that. That works for Cindy. You might ain't gonna do the same work that Cindy gonna do to get a man. So you need to know exactly what you need for you. Like when I did my list, I can tell you my list was, I needed a family-oriented man. I needed a man that was a hard worker. I need a man who's going to love me and support me in all my business endeavors, because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And I need and I need a man who's going to be, all about the queen. Hello? And it sounds selfish, but it was like, but I also knew, I love my mom and all them. I need you to be connected, and you got to love them just as much as I love them. I mean, it got to be that way in there. That happened with that. And then, of course, I did one thing that I did not, you're not supposed to, but I did. I needed a man that was tall. I didn't want no short. I wanted a tall man. That's what I wanted, and that's what I craved. Then I got everything on my list. And that was when I went to marriage class. I would say, what made you want to be with him? What made you fall in love with him? Why do you love him? And you can't say he fine, he did things, I lied, he did. No, you got to be able to be specific. And I'm going to tell you, and it was 10. And if you take your marriage class seriously, you be going through those 10 like it's like you done took a final for college, like you getting your doctor's degree, okay? And then I said my last thing was said, and I remember because Pastor's wife came over and said, that is awesome. I said, he's everything that's on my list. So because my husband is nothing of my type, and I am nothing of his type, but because we match each other's list, I got the perfect mate for me, and he got a perfect mate for him. I'm not gonna be made for everybody, and he ain't made for everybody. So what you see in my husband is made for me. You ain't gonna get that he with you, and vice versa. So my thing is, you write your list. Now, if you write silly crap on your list, and he washes the dishes, and he paints my nails, and she got comb my hair. Well, no, you asking too much. I'm talking about stuff that's meant that you need for your heart change, not what she can do for me or what he can do for me, but what emotionally, mentally, and spiritually he can do for you or she can do for you.
Yeah,
it's how you look at it, and then you go by that list. And then when you decide to get married, if you get that offer to get married, then you now have to make a list of what you wanted
in a
husband and what you want in a wife. What kind of rules you guys want to combine together? These are deep needed conversations to have when you get married, so you can eliminate a whole bunch of arguments, a whole bunch of drama that you don't have. Because I hear people always say, oh, y'all didn't argue a lot. Yeah, y'all don't have no real marriage. If y'all didn't do this, y'all didn't have no real marriage. Well, I got a real marriage. I've been married almost 24 years. I've been married for 23 years.
Almost 25. That's a better way to say it.
There you go. Something, huh? But anyway, I've been married 23 years, and me and my husband don't have a lot of arguments. We have little silly, petty arguments that ain't even an argument. That I mean, literally, it's, you gonna get ice cube? No. Well, then why didn't you tell me that before I put the ice cube in there? Now I gotta put that extra ice cube in mine. It's something silly, corny like that is not no major issue. We probably had in our whole relationship, and when we got married, probably had maybe 5 or 6. I'll say 10, just in case I miss some. 10 arguments that were major, and I don't think we even reached 10, honestly. But 10 arguments that we made it to, and they were none was really big or drastic. I think we had one major one where there was a divorce. The second one I said divorce, but I found out it was the time of the month. So but yeah, I had my
different factors,
But there was nothing like major. You know what I mean? So it is what you build in your relationship. But the thing about our relationship that we did, that we didn't, even when we took the test, that we had no issue with, it was communication. Now, financial, we failed that one. We ain't supposed to be married because we failed our financial. But because our communication is so crisp and clear and understanding, and it's not like everybody else's communication, is what is needed for me and what's needed for him. It made a lot of our situation a lot smoother. I'm not saying that's the only thing that did it, but I'm saying communication was the number one. Communication and listening and understanding are a great factor in that. And if you are dating somebody and they don't have good listening, good communication, and good understanding, best believe you shouldn't be with that person. Ooh. So like I said, if you don't have communication, listening skills, or communication, listening, and understanding, it's going to have some problems in your relationship. You really you're making me laugh. Stop. We just stop trying to record for real. You don't have communication, listening, and understanding. It's going to cause a lot of issues in your relationship. What my main pet peeve I have is people want more from their relationship than they're willing to give in the relationship. That's a problem that I have. And what I'm saying is like, okay, I want you to communicate with me, but I'm not going to communicate with you. I want you to listen to me, but I'm not going to listen to you. I want you to understand me, but I'm not going to understand you. Those can't work. Now you can say, I like my toes massaged, and you can say, well, I like, my back rub. Those don't have to match up. You know what I mean? So I don't want y'all going to one extreme to the next. You got to have communication. You got to listen, and you got to understand. Because it doesn't make sense to be talking about communication if you ain't listening to the person who's communicating. And you ain't understanding what they're trying to say. You might not agree with them, but you can at least understand their point of view. Don't do something in your relationship that you don't want done to you. Period. I'm going to tell you, I got more pet peeves than a loud when I see relationships. Especially when it comes to women, I do. I'm sorry, women. Y'all be overstepping boundaries that you know you should not be overstepping. But if a man did it to you, oh, woe is you. No, he didn't. How dare I'm just a little female. That crap irritates my soul. It irritates my soul to I can't extend. And it's been like that since I was younger. When I realized that this girl kept hitting my brother, and I was like, why you don't hit her back? The mom said, I can't hit no women. I can't hit no girls. And I was like, but she hitting you. And ever since then, I'm like, if a girl hits you, that guy had every right to knock you out. Hey, you should already knew he was stronger than you. Don't come up with all these benefits of why a man should hit you. Now, I'm not agreeing to men hitting women at all. But I'm not agreeing to women hitting men either. There's some violent women out there that be abusing men too, that nobody be talking about. And men being scared to say it because they don't want to be talked about being like a punk or scared and all that because of that. But so, women, stop hitting your men. Don't even play wrestle, because if he actually hit you too hard, you're going to still be whining and crying. Stop it. Relationships are serious. It can be fun. You can enjoy things, but you gotta understand that relationships are serious. And because I'm going to tell you, I hear a lot of women wonder why that man left her, or why that man wasn't happy with either. I've been doing this the whole time. He's been trying to deal with you the whole time, but you kept bothering him. Stop it so you can keep your man. Stop it and understand. Now, men, ain't no woman your maid. They ain't going to do everything for you. That's not their job. Even when they get married, you guys have to be on some agreement. I could go both ways with this conversation, but when I say, if you want to know that person, how is that person treating you? How is that person making you feel? Do you feel like a man? Do you feel like a king when you're with this woman? Or do you feel like a peon, a little scrap on the floor? How do you feel? Same way, women, same conversation. Do you feel like a queen? Is he making you feel like a queen? Or is he treating you like you some peon, or maid, or whatever what's the little word? What's that word I'm saying? I can't say peon. Peasant. Thank you. I mean, my thing is, what are you doing in this relationship to do it? Are you uplifting your man? Are you uplifting your woman? Are you pushing your woman to her goals? Are you pushing your man to his potential? What are you doing? And I'm not saying pushing as nagging. I mean, like, baby, you need to be getting yourself together. I'll back off until you can get yourself together. It's going to hurt me to back off, but I'll do it. That's vice versa. I mean, that's just what you do. I know that Chris pushes me to do my stuff, and I push Chris. We have that dynamic, and it's okay. And when I feel like, oh, he don't want to be doing it, I'm not pushing you to do it. When you're ready to do it, I'm here to have your back. But if you say you're going to do something, I got you 100%, and I'm going to push you to do it 100%. It ain't no, oh, he doing better than me, or I'm jealous. I'm a supporter. I'm going to love you. And I think a lot of people are missing that because they're in the state of mind, me. It's all about what I want, everybody do it my way. Or I'll find somebody else. And that's why we got a rotation of a lot of single people, because they don't want to deal with somebody who's all about me. Or they're the ones that be in the me. Either or, we don't want to deal with it. A woman don't want to take care of no man as if that's her child. And a man don't want to sit up here and deal with no nagging, complaining, ain't never positive women. We could be here all day comparing. My thing is, what are you doing in your relationship to keep it strong so you can say, I'm the one for this man and this man is the one for me. I'm the one for this woman is the one for me. Because sometimes we jump in because we're so in love. And I tell you, when you get married, you're going to be in and out of love. So when you get married because you're so in love, but you ain't that in love to fight for your marriage. You ain't that in love to keep that marriage strong. You ain't that love to say, you know what, I need to make some changes. Maybe if I make the changes, he will make the changes, and she will make the changes. These are different things. And this is a serious topic because, you know, I take marriage seriously. I'm just saying, I do. But you gotta understand that there's dynamics. And one thing too that I am an advocate of, we don't know how to argue correctly. And that's something we need to learn to argue. You don't talk about nobody, mama, daddy, cousin, sister, uncle, brother, best friend, nobody. You don't put nobody down in your argument. Whatever you arguing about, that's what you argue about. If you arguing about this phone, that's all you argue about, the phone. You don't go over there. Well, remember, you told me about the car? No, we ain't arguing about the car. We're arguing about the phone right now. Understand what you're arguing about. Building a strong foundation in a relationship is hard and easy, but to know that if you have the right person, is to know that you gave your 100% to you and they gave it back to you, and that is the best way to know if you met the right person. And that's not always easy. You might have to break up with somebody here and there. It might not always be the way you want it, but you can work towards that goal once you learn. So if you now know that what mistakes you're making, you can now make a consciously good effort to save a relationship, to go to the next level of getting engaged and getting married. And again, I can't get married at 18 years old.
Why would I want to get married at 18? I
mean, I'm just saying,
you know, 18. So a good bit of centuries ago, I would already have 4 kids. You know, just holding it down like that. You know, that's just.
Your grandpa got married twice by the age of 19, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not for me though.
But you know, back in the day, they get married at 15, 16, and 14, and all that. So.
True, even before that, but we ain't even gonna get into that.
Yeah.
It was a good bit of discussion.
Yes.
A lot of gems dropped.
Yeah.
So with that being said, be sure to love and live
each day as if it were your last. Smooches.
Thank y'all all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And join the Love and Live Show.
Here we go.